Good morning, everyone. My name is Victor Johnson. I'm a career facilitator with Goodwill Columbus. With me this morning is Valerie Hawes. She's going to be moderating the chat when we're talking about this presentation. And the thing we're talking about this morning are communication styles. So let's get into that. All right. So what is it about communication styles? Why do we need to learn about things like this? Well, one of the reasons we need to do this is to figure out the best ways to communicate with people. And there were two men, Chris Boone and Dave Dixon, who developed something called the DOTS communication model. And what they did was they researched other communication styles, research from other people like Myers-Briggs. And what they came up with was a way to talk about communication and understand communication that gives the person the ability to understand how they communicate and how other people also communicate. And they came up with this DOT system. So the DOT system is these four dots: purple, red, yellow, and blue. And the DOTS method, each dot stands for a different style or type of communication that people do. And so we're going to talk about these different styles right now. And first, there's the purple dot. The purple dot is the visionist, the dominant communication style of knowing that you know. So, purple dot people are talkative, but they're the kind of people that if, say, how did you know that? They say, well, I just knew. I just knew what was going on. I just knew what was going to happen. And so purple dot people are those who are, maybe concerned about the future. They think ahead. They, create plans. And then, some of the characteristics of purple dots are that they're quick-witted, energetic, imaginative, creative, curious, flexible, but also sometimes unpredictable. And purple dot people also think about the big picture in life. So that's the purple dot. Then there's the red dot. The red dot is the rationalist. If you're a red dot, you have a deeper understanding about what life is about and have very little time for details. And maybe I should say very little time for extraneous details. So if you're a red dot, your thinking is comprised of words and phrases. You're not cluttered up with ideas. You stick to your own ideas on a project, and when you do that, you feel like you're more successful. And you have original ideas and actions, and you'd like to use yours over traditional ideas. So you tend to be, red dots tend to be good leaders because, quite honestly, they think outside the box, but they also give simple, clear directions for other people to follow. Red dot people tend to be cautious, but they also can be very affectionate and caring. And the red dot people are very literal about the physical world. So red dot people don't talk a lot, and when they do, it's very matter of fact. So you could be a red dot, and another dot is the yellow dot. The yellow dot is the pictorialist. If you're a yellow dot, you need to see things. I am a yellow dot. I communicate, or yellow dots communicate with people through images, through maps, logos, the written word. It's things that you can arrange. And there's a balance to it. People that are yellow dots have like a photographic memory. The yellow dot people are people who can, they can follow directions to a certain place, but then the next time they go, they don't need the directions because they remember what they saw along the way. Yellow dot people like tradition, And when something is unconventional, it makes us uncomfortable. Yellow dot people are very time conscious, don't like to be late, don't like for other people to be late, and plan ahead so that you're on time with whatever you need to do, and you strive for perfection. In most ways, I'm a yellow dot. I don't know if I strive for perfection, though. I'd have to ask Valerie about that. So that's the yellow dot. And next, the blue dot. Now, the blue dot is the sensationist. So just by that word, you can tell these are people who are sensitive, not only sensitive to their own feelings, but to the feelings of others. Blue dot people make you feel comfortable around them, and they want you to be comfortable. They use a lot of gestures when they speak, and it helps put their feelings into their words. They can calm a situation. Blue dot people are very, what would you call, not the referee, but maybe the arbiter or the arbitrator. Blue dot people want everyone to win. When you think about a win-lose or a win-win situation, blue dot people want a win-win situation. So blue dot people are usually quiet, sensitive. They can be very tactful and artful, highly empathetic, but also easily hurt. A blue dot person, if a blue dot person walks into a room and everyone in the room stops talking or everyone in the room seems to be upset, the blue dot person might think that they are the reason that everyone is upset, when it may not have anything to do with them at all. Blue dot people are very productive and also very organized. So why is this important? Why, when they developed this system, this method, why was it important to them? And why is it important to understand your communication style? Because when you understand how you communicate, then you can work at being more effective when you communicate with others. Also, when you understand how you communicate, you understand when someone reacts to you, maybe why they reacted to you in a certain way. And also, you can think before you speak. And you also know why you should think before you speak, because you're realizing, and the second half of this is you understand the ways that other people communicate. When you stop to think, I've known this person for a while, maybe this person is kind of a red dot because they're, they just want to know what to do. They don't need the details. So when you're talking to someone and you understand their communication style, you can adjust the way that you communicate. And that way you can avoid misunderstandings. You can avoid hurt feelings. You can understand how they might react to you. And when you understand how other people react to you, when you understand the ways they communicate and you can adjust the way you communicate with them, then you're developing a trust with them and a way of collaborative understanding and a collaborative relationship with that person. It's kind of like if, just take it away from the work area, think about your home or your family. I know that I'm a bit of a yellow dot and blue dot, maybe more blue sometimes than yellow. But, there are times when I can be a red dot. And this is true of everyone. You may be predominantly one color, but through the day, you may have reactions that are of a different type of method or a different style. There are days, I'm a blue dot, yellow dot. So I like to hear, I'm sensitive. I like to hear about emotions, but I also like to think in pictures. However, sometimes when someone is telling me a long story, I become a red dot. I'm starting to think, I really don't need all these details. Why are you telling me all this stuff? I just want to get to the gist of it. So you have to consider things like that when you're communicating with people. How are they reacting to you? How are you reacting to them? And do you need to adjust the way that you're communicating so that that person understands you more? So from those descriptions, what color dot do you think you are? Purple? A talkative person? A red dot who's a little more matter of fact? A yellow dot who likes to think in pictures and images? Or a blue dot who's very sensitive and tactful about the way they communicate? So what you can do now is you can take the quiz. This quiz is free. And when you take the quiz, after you've received the results, you can also on this website read even more about this dot system that these two men, Boone and Dixon, developed. So go to www.inspireaffect, one word, .com/dots-quiz and then /. And go there, take the quiz, find out what your dot color is, and if you'd like to, come back and share what color dot you are. And then talk to your friends about it, talk to your family about it. Ask them to take the quiz. See if you really know your family and your friends as much as you might think you do. So that's our basic understanding of communication styles. Thank you very much for watching today. Thank you, Valerie, for moderating today. And we will see you soon. Have a good day today.